Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Jesse Jackson III. I'm the best-selling author and facilitator of the Don't Kick 'em Out book and training series, and I am the host and facilitator of our Bus Success Conference. This is a virtual training opportunity which really helps all transportation staff walk through the process of what we're dealing with today, understanding that transportation and people that drive our buses and our transportation are our first line of school defense, meaning the first contact in the education process is at a bus stop for many. Every ride matters. Being able to meet a person that's at that corner that knows how to, just to create an environment to start a day off right is so powerful and pivotal. The things that we see, a lot of our drivers, so it's like, you know I am professionally old school, and it seemed like about 30, 40 years ago bus drivers had control of the situation. Like, it's like you knew not to play with the bus driver. Well, if you fast forward 40 years, the world has changed, but the key is this: the driver mentality has changed. That's why it's a driver shortage, right? So that traditional veteran driver that know how to keep that eye in the glass and control what's in the back and knew all of their kids, that has changed. But neighborhoods have changed, families have changed. So to be able to keep up and always just do things the right way, man, we have to do training. You cannot send people out here to these numerous amount of changes and all of these things and not put them in a position to be successful. We're talking about an issue that is dominating many transportation departments is the student behavior management. Well, I do not believe well, first, behavior management starts proactively. So it starts before kids get on the bus with a philosophy, a structure, assigned seatings, people getting to know you. I always ask my bus drivers, this is a technique we always did. You know how the driver is sitting in the seat? We've always said, listen, if you're going to be sitting in your seat, turn and face everybody, and you should make eye contact with everybody that gets on the bus. Our bus drivers 40 years ago, that lady would turn around and address the group. One lady, she talked to us, turned around and talked to us. I want to say Miss Gardner. Miss Gardner would turn around and talk to us. She was a little more friendly. But that other lady, I don't remember her name, but I could see her face. She would get on the walkie dog and lay the law. It's like you couldn't even breathe on that bus, man. And we was high school kids, you know what I'm saying? But once again, that's what was common. So we're talking about student management. Obviously, the behaviors have escalated. So yesterday in our bus training, biggest issues that they rolled out was the issues with vaping. They had gummies on the bus, doing a lot of stupid stuff, sexual activity. Those things we can get in front of. So one is an awareness of what's going on, but then there's a proactiveness of practice. And it's a way you have to put energy into the second piece, which is the communication and relationship building. I'm not saying we're not trying to be friends with adolescents, but I got to know the people that ride my bus. I have to know the people that ride my bus. I have to be able to talk to people that ride my bus. If I don't do that, I'm putting myself in a bad situation. I cannot be, essentially, it would be like a teacher not getting to know their kid. And guess what? A lot of classrooms, the teachers don't know the kids. And look how they run. They're out of control. And you know what they would say, transportation people? They would say stuff like, well, we need to work on classroom management. No, you need to learn how to communicate and better relate to people. You see what I'm saying? They will put it under classroom management, just like with us. They put we need better bus management. No, you need better relationship and communication skills. One of those pillars that I picked up years ago, and this is what I executed in my own practice, is just to get to know my kids and letting them know what I expect from them is a foundational pillar of successful bus and daily transportation. Every ride matters. Building a safe, responsible culture where they get to know you, where they would not do that foolishness on your bus. They would not be trying to smoke on your bus. fight on your bus, bullying kids on your bus. Rapport is a part of the don't kick them out way of life. You have to build rapport. It's mandatory. What that is proaction, and it is also in de-escalation. Everybody, I mean, this is my ambition this year, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop to every single transportation department in the US and abroad come in and learn, because the rules of the bus are different. And I'm saying everybody needs to hear this. Everybody needs to understand this. This is whether you driving babies around, junior high or big kids. This is whether you driving buses in the suburbs or you driving bus in rural areas or in the inner city. Everybody's dealing with the same thing. Everybody's dealing is really concerned about safety, security, communicating what kids are doing in privileged environments or whatever. You know, I have all districts. I have suburban privileged districts. I have inner city no money districts. I have districts in the middle of nowhere. My phone don't even work, right? And I have schools in the mountains dealing with drug use and things like that of teenagers. This is vaping, and I'll show you in the training. At one of my schools, they collected, show you this bag of vapes they collected in one day. Well, those vapes was on the bus. Proaction. We got to do something, and we're all solution, right? Opinion. But I can't send my soldiers to the battlefield of safe transportation without guidance. That's what this is about. If you're not in it, check your dates, check your time, get in it. It will be one of the most valuable things. Your staff will appreciate you. I set it up so everybody can get it. There's no excuses. You cannot, these bus videos that I have seen, it's sickening. And we have to proactively knock it off. And it starts with training and giving people a framework so they know how to protect themselves and create the environment where it's more productive. And the sooner you do it, the better off it'll be. I'm Dr. Jesse Jackson III. It is the bus staff success conference training. It is a 120-minute training. I put a couple of hours into it. I send you our transportation manual with your registration. I leave the link up for you and your registration for 30 days so you can go back to it and things. But things, no way to cheat the process. You got to come get in training. And like I told a group yesterday, I'm always much better in person, because in person, I get to see you and feel you. Right now, I just get the information on your company and the district and things like that. So you got to understand, it's nothing like being involved in a live session. That's literally like I'm talking to you about what's going on in Pennsylvania, in Michigan, in Texas, in San Antonio, in LA, what's going on in Sacramento, what's going on in Philly, what's going on in Chicago. They feel me because those situations are live and they've linked in with me. And so now I can communicate with them. So the live session, the key in the bus world, we haven't had the training. So that's why people are like, well, what is this? And can we do it? Should we be doing it? Yes, you should. And it's the same thing that the teachers get. And exactly like at one of my trainings, I brought the bus people in and I was in person and they was looking like, why are we here? Why did they have us come in for this 2 hours? I need to get back to my school. I got work to do and all this, right? And I noticed they'll always say, we always get left out. But this particular day, they got called in. I called them in. I asked superintendent, I said, let me get them. I was there 3 days, bringing the bus people. Why are we here? I don't want to be here. Who is this guy? I don't want to hear nothing about this. See, nobody wants training until they start getting training. And typically all them people say, I want to leave as soon as possible. Yeah, those are the people that I can't get out the building when I'm done. They're not used to training. That's why they talk like that. That's why they think like that. I can handle it. I can handle them. I work with maintenance. I work with custodial staffs, secretaries, bus staff, RSOs, the sheriff department, right? Working with principals, teachers in the district office, that's the master skill. What we did in the business is we left the people that touch kids behind. There's no way we can do that. I've included everybody and I gave them their own time. And that's what the Bus Staff Success Conference is all about. Bus people, we need to have bus talk. There's things that's going on in that bus that we understand. And I'm here to support and help the bus folks, transportation directors all over the world. Get your department, get your drivers in it. Find a date that works for you. If no date is there that works for you, you can email us directly and get your own date. We're here to support you. Looking forward to working with you soon. Safe travels.